Hi guys, Freddy here, still on the desktop with Shadowrun, just with a quick update, because after editing my video that I did on Shadowrun, I realised I missed a couple of things. In fact, to be completely honest, I missed a whole load of things, which is why that video is absolutely filled with captions, correcting mistakes I made and adding information that I just totally forgot at the time. That's one of the problems with just sitting down with a camera in front of me and recording the ramble that comes out of my mouth. But anyway, the two things I wanted to catch up with, or update you with, is firstly the cover. This piece of work by Larry Elmore is absolutely sublime. Larry Elmore is a brilliant, brilliant artist, and this is an outstanding cover. It captures the very essence of Shadowrun very, very quickly. So you've got the elf Decker plugging into the Matrix, you've got a human mage there powering up a spell, and a street samurai of some kind with submarine machine guns. It's all in an urban setting. You basically catch the cyberpunk ethos while including magic and elves and the meta types all in one image. Larry Elmore, absolutely brilliant. I don't think it's be beaten. In fact, for 2nd edition Shadowrun, they used exactly the same image. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th editions, they've used other covers. I've got 4th edition to hand here, which I'm afraid I really don't like that image as much as I like this one. Also, if we compare them for a moment, I much prefer the 1st edition logo. Well, 1st and 2nd edition logo. The skull with the scroll behind it. So bringing old and new together, you've got the circuitry running through the scroll. It's a very nice design. They've kept much of the imagery up because you can see the circuitry laid into the 4th edition rules there. I've got the 3rd and 5th around somewhere as well, but I cannot lay my hands on them instantly. But it's a brilliant, brilliant cover, a lovely piece of artwork. The other thing I wanted to cover is I'd kind of glossed over the rules. If I open up to a character sheet, in the back here, I always found the layout of the character sheets to be slightly odd, with the attributes over here and the skills over here. Most character sheets tend to have attributes, skills, or attributes, skills. But Shadowrun lays it out skills, attributes. Just a slight oddity, always didn't feel quite natural to me, but that's just me. But what Shadowrun does badly, or the 1st edition does badly, is it's a bit of a buckets of dice system. So you've got your skills, and you roll them, except for dodge. You buy up your dodge skill, and that adds to your dodge pool. And your dodge pool is only refreshed once every time you act, which is another advantage for high initiative characters. Now, you allocate points out of the pool every time you're attacked. So if you've got a dodge of 6 dice, and you're attacked once, you can decide to use the whole pool, so all 6 points, to try and avoid that attack, or you can allocate 2 points and assume you'll be attacked later, and you might need more points. It's an interesting twist on the game. If you're only up against one opponent, you know you're only going to really be attacked once, so you'll put your entire dodge pool into that. If you're in a group combat, then you might want to split it, making your character a bit more vulnerable. But dodge doesn't act on its own, it's added to body. And that's where the bucket of dice system comes to. So if you're a character who's been around, you've got cybernetics and you've got an enhanced dodge pool. So you might have 12 dice in it. And if you're a strong, physically strong character, so you've got high body to resist damage, like a troll who can have up to about 12 points with natural armor, adding cybernetic armor, bone lacing, and armor itself, so an armor jacket or whatever, they can have a body of up to about 18. So they can roll up to about 30 dice to avoid their first attack. Now that's a big bucket of dice you're rolling. Also in the 1st edition, it doesn't have a standard target number. In the later versions, your target number was 4 or 5. So you'd be rolling your dice, anything of a 4 above would be a success, or in, I believe, later editions, it's everything of a 5 or a 6 is a success when you're rolling 6-sided dice. But in the 1st edition, it was variable. So to increase your damage when you're shooting a weapon, you would have a variable target number. So you might need to get 6s to increase the damage. but that would be the same that the opponent would need to get to reduce the damage, so they would need 6s on their body dice. But when you're rolling to shoot, if you had cybernetic enhancements, you'd drop that target number by a few points. So you might actually only have a target number of 2 to increase the damage, whereas the opponent might have the target number of 6 to decrease the damage. So people are rolling big handfuls of dice, they're having to look up target numbers. Somebody's rolling 30 dice and choosing how many they get, and that's increasing or decreasing damage, which can be based on how many successes you need to increase the damage. Sometimes it's 4 successes to increase the damage 1 level, whether you're increasing it from light to a moderate to a serious or a deadly wound. Sometimes it's only 2, so damage goes up and down very quickly. Massive weapons require 6 or 8 successes for each damage category. Whichever it is, you're rolling lots and lots of dice. If you're damaged, you're introducing penalties as well. It's just a very clumsy system, and I wanted to go over that. But anyway, that was just a little addition. I've rambled on way too much. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.